Sielski, bitch with a franchise guy. We're coming at you again with not even anything. We're talking about what happened between Jake Voracek and Mike Sielski. So as you guys know, the other day the Flyers beat the Penguins 5-2, and Mike Sielski asked Jake Voracek, "What's different about the season?" And Jake Voracek goes off, leaving teammate Travis Konecny speechless. And it started a big media flurry of what caused this, because it was just a very simple question. It was, how is the season going? How is the season different from any other year? Well, when people started digging under the hood just a very little bit, they found the problem. And apparently it starts off with Mike Sielski burying Jake Voracek last season in some of his articles for the Philly Inquirer. Now, in the first, the article he was upset about, Jake Voracek sitting at his locker at skate zone after Flyers practice Thursday afternoon, untying his skate as Flyers head coach stood in the center of the room with his back to him and demanded Voracek and Claude Giroux deliver high-caliber play and leadership. Back-to-back lopsided losses to the Islanders and Penguins had compelled the coach to send his stars a message, and one of them was on hand to hear it. Voracek sat there and laughed. Was it something the teammates seated right to his right, James Van Riemsdyk, had said? So, he's coming after Voracek for allegedly laughing. I'm assuming Mike Sielski's not in the room. He hasn't said he was in the room. He wasn't saying he's there. He just allegedly saw Voracek laugh. And what defines a laugh? Was it a chuckle? Was it, the Flyers head coach saying, "We need more out of Jake and we need more of Claude Giroux," and he goes, yeah, I got you. You know what I mean? I don't think Jake Voracek is out there, laughing behind his coach's back. He's not that kind of player. He is a team guy. He's not just some guy that's going to come out of nowhere and cause chemistry problems or locker room problems for his head coach. But later in that same article, Sielski goes after him again. Advanced that far since, Voracek is an offensive genius, a free spirit who channels his energy and creativity into scoring and setting up goals. But he considers diligence in the defensive zone outside the scope of his role and above his pay grade, a rich attitude for a player who is scheduled to earn $8.25 million annually for the next 5 years. If I'm Jake Voracek and I read this article, I'm upset. I am pissed. I am beyond pissed right now if I read this article. Because now you're painting Jake Voracek as a guy who's so full of himself that he's openly disregarding his head coach. He's not playing defense. I'm sorry. What are you trying to say here? And then you throw James Van Riemsdyk under the bus for some reason. If you guys ever had a report at work or at school or anything, and someone goes behind your back and just writes, false reports about you, or they say things that aren't true about you, I would be furious too. And I totally agree with what Jake Voracek said and how he handled that. That is by far probably the best way he said it. He called him out. He said, "You're going to write crap regardless." And that's what that article was. It is nonsense because this is all from his point of view and he reports it as he sees it. So he allegedly saw someone laughing in a locker room, but no one else reported it. No one else saw Jake Voracek laugh. It wasn't a big deal. The Flyers head coach didn't say anything about it. Do you think Jake Voracek actually laughed in the locker room with his head coach 6 feet away from him? You know, what is considered a laugh in Mike Sielski's eyes here? Like, is he, is he's like, is Jake Voracek sitting there, untying his skate, and he's like, huh, is that a laugh? I don't think Voracek's sitting going, ha 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 ha, laughing at. No, he's not doing that. I guarantee you, Mike Sielski, one of the biggest trolls in Philly media, on Twitter, he's horrible takes, and I just don't feel like the guy actually puts time into his craft and would rather go the easy way, start up drama, and frankly, reporting as he sees it isn't actually reporting as what people on Twitter do. He's no different than anyone from Twitter, where they say a play and they go, "Oh, that was a slash," even though it wasn't a slash. That was a hold. It wasn't a hold. Bad defense. That's what he's doing. All he's doing is tweeting, and he's making articles about it. And he's posting them in the Philly Inquirer, which is a problem for the Philly Inquirer right there, because why would you want to put someone on your payroll, on your staff, that more or less is just creating clickbait? That's all it is. That's all he's doing is creating clickbait. He's not actually reporting anything. That's the equivalent of, old man yells at cloud, that meme from The Simpsons, where there's a picture of Homer's father and he's sitting there yelling at a cloud. That is what Mike Sielski is doing right now. And the fact that he thinks that's newsworthy, that Jake Voracek chuckled in a locker room meeting and then is, playing the victim here, saying, "Oh, I don't know why he's mad at me. I assume it's because of this article I wrote where I totally went after him. But I'm the victim here because he's a hockey player and he yelled at me." Like, come on. Grow up, Mike Sielski. Like, you're a reporter who's paid money to report the facts, to report what actually happens on the ice. Not report that someone chuckled during a locker room meeting because the coach was upset that they lost 2 games in a row. But I hope that clears everything up on what happened between Jake Voracek and Mike Sielski the other day after a Flyers blowout win over the Penguins. We'll text them YouTube though. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy, and have a great day, I guess. I don't know.